An old man tottered through the sliding doors and into the supermarket. A gust of air blew a tuft of his snowy hair upward, where it stayed erect as he slowly made his way through the store. He pulled the lapels of his well-worn coat together as he passed through the frozen food department. He turned right at the meat counter and eventually came to the produce section. Once there, he wandered around among the pears and peppers and avocados and onions until he arrived at a bin of lemons. He picked one out and turned it in his hand, casually examining it. He then quickly shoved the lemon into his coat. The day manager was heading for his office when he noticed the old man pocketing the fruit. As the old man turned and walked away, the manager followed, tailing him through the market, past the registers to the exit, where he stopped and shouted, "Excuse me, sir." The old man came to a halt less than a yard from the automatic doors. He turned to find he had been called out by a man of about 30 in a white, short-sleeved shirt with a red vest. "I think you have something that doesn't belong to you," the manager announced in a voice loud enough to capture the attention of everyone in the area. The old man bowed his head, reached into his jacket, removed the lemon, and held it out with a trembling hand. The customers and cashiers nearby were all quietly watching as the manager took the lemon from the old man. A uniformed police officer stepped out from one of the checkout lines. "Okay, go ahead with your business, everybody," she announced as she approached the scene. She looked at the old man in his defeated stance in the shadow of the manager. "What's this now?" "I saw this gentleman put some merchandise in his pocket and attempt to leave without paying for it," the manager told the cop. The old man silently shifted back and forth on his heels, his gaze never leaving the floor. The officer stepped a few feet away, motioning for the manager to follow. The two huddled near the cigarette carton lockup. "Listen," the officer began in a whispered voice, "do you really want to press charges here? He's like 100. "I don't know. No," the manager replied, "but I mean, he stole from the store. Do I just let people walk off with our merchandise? It's a lemon. What's that, like 50 cents? I'll tell you what, I'll pay for it." The officer reached for her wallet. No, said the manager, waving her off. "It's just... No, I guess you're right. Never mind." He sighed and walked away, handing the lemon back to the old man as he passed. The officer gave the senior citizen a gentle pat on the shoulder and went back to her place in line, where things had started back up again. The old man exited the bus at the stop near his home. He shuffled down the 2 blocks to his house, where he unlocked the door, and once inside, he walked into his living room, took the piece of fruit from his pocket, and tossed it onto an enormous pile of lemons.